So today we are diving into a topic that is really well known on YouTube, and even some of the bigger YouTubers still debate about this, and that is which frames per second is best to use, 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second? Because these are the best frames to record at, but which one's best for your content? Now, for me personally, I record at 60 frames per second because I enjoy the emotion of a video. And of course, 60 frames per second does allow you to capture more footage at better quality. Now, 30 frames per second is still a good spot. It's a nice little sweet spot for videos. I mean, take inspiration from MKBHD. He records his videos at 30 frames per second. He even has a shirt of his merchandise that I can try to see if I can find the photo of. But basically just saying 30 frames per second is a lot better. Now, he still says in his own words that you don't need to record at 60 frames per second if you're not filming an award-winning film, which makes sense because obviously the main difference between 30 frames and 60 frames is obviously 60 frames captures more motion. And with more motion you capture, the better quality you capture, and so on. That's basically the main difference. Now, of course, depending on your style, depends on which option is best. Now, if I had to recommend what's best for your content videos, I'll definitely say if your videos include a lot of motion, a lot of action, 60 frames per second is probably the best option. Because 60 frames per second does give you more quality of your videos. Now, that's what I do, so I like to keep my videos a bit smoother with the motion, but I could probably record at 30 frames per second if I wanted to. Now, if you are making videos like tutorials and something that doesn't have a lot of motion, it doesn't have, a lot of action, then 30 frames per second is the best option I can recommend. But it honestly depends on you, it depends on what you want to use. I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter. It's not a big debate. It's just something that's really well known with YouTubers. I mean, if we had to go to a different topic, like with Mr. Beast, he records videos at 4K but downscales it to 1080p. I mean, sometimes doing that can actually give the 1080p more quality because you record it from 4K, so you're downscaling the output a bit. But yeah, frames per second, use it wherever you want, it doesn't really matter. Just recommendations can also help your content a bit. I mean, if you do graphics on your videos, it might look a lot better with 60 frames per second because it looks smoother. But yeah, that's basically the main thing. But otherwise, let me know in the comments below, which frames per second do you prefer to use? 30 frames or 60 frames? Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video and be safe. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.